Good evening, everyone. Welcome inside Central Technical School here in downtown Toronto. Pleased to bring you another installment of our OSBA Game of the Week alongside Ryan Siegel. I'm Daniele Franceschi, and Ryan, a great matchup on tap here tonight. We have Vaughan Prep taking on the host Central Tech Blues. Second game of the season for Vaughan, and we have to shed some light on the fifth-year big man, number 21 in the middle. That is Ryan Brooks, coming off a huge performance last Thursday, 53 points, a career high in an exhibition game. And, of course, that carries over into tonight and sure to be a focal point for this Vaughan squad.
Yeah, Ryan Brooks had an absolutely phenomenal game on Thursday, 53 of the team's 81 points in a losing effort against the Orangeville Prep, where they fell 111-81. But today, they will be matched up with a very, very good Central Tech side at home. They feed off of their home crowd here, and they have a good reason to. These fans are very passionate about their basketball, and I expect nothing less from them today.
Hostile environment, to be sure, as we just get set moments away from tip-off. And a correction there, a slight correction. It was 53 in a winning effort over Oakville Prep. A win in an exhibition contest. Vaughan 0-1 on the season in OSBA play. Their loss coming against Orangeville Prep on the road in their opener. Central Tech 2-1, and we are underway. That is Noah Nagamba with the basketball. And now looking perhaps down inside. He drives towards the baseline, kicks it. Ryan Brooks, three on the way. No good, off the mark. Offensive rebound, Nagamba. And a good call by the officials. They are going to reset the shot clock. So ball did not touch the rim. And Ryan, this Central Tech side, a well-coached group. It's their inaugural season here in the OSBA, but they're no strangers to high-level prep basketball. Kevin Jeffers, one of the best in the city, in the country, as a head coach here at the high school level. What can we look forward to from this Central Tech side?
Well, his team every year is ready to play. They're a deep team, and I expect nothing less today. 1 through 10, they should all see minutes today. If they're ready to play, they should attribute something on the floor, and Coach Jeffords really gets the best out of each of his players on the floor.
And that was a three by Reggie Williams, and down on the other end, it's the big fella, Jamal Miller, throwing it down. Mateo Spencer Gomes, the two-handed flush. And we are off and running. Across the timeline, Central Tech, it is Kaleem Mullings with it. Mullings for three, no good, back iron, rebound Brooks. Here's Gomes with it. Spencer Gomes, three on the way from Latif. No good, that is Wazir Latif, the senior guard. Top scorer from a season ago, three, and Enrique Rodriguez, no good, a former Vaughan Prep player. Nagamba, good D against Fuller. Kicks, three on the way. No good, short offensive rebound, and they will pull it out. Shot clock under 10. Kick to the corner. Down to 5 now. Over to Mullings. 3 on the way. No good. Off the iron. Offensive rebound. Put back again, and it is good. And it will be, they are counting the basket. And so now, Vaughan inbounding along the baseline. Nagamba to Latif. Full court pressure here from Central Tech. To Williams. To the corner, that's Brooks. Brooks into the lane. Trying to foul, get in foul. Unable to draw the contact. Driving is Mullings, kick to the corner. Rodriguez back out to Fuller. Fuller three, short on that one. Good rebound, Nagamba. Nagamba up ahead to Latif. In transition, Wazir Latif bounces off contact, no good. Almost over the top there, Mateo Spencer Gomes looking for the putback. Fuller now. So a frantic pace to start this one. Over to Rodriguez. Nice feed, Enrique Rodriguez, and it's Naz Roberts with the finish.
And right away you can see the intensity being brought by both of these teams, both hungry for the buckets early, and it will be no shortage of action throughout the entirety of this game.
Spencer Gomes hits Nagamba with Latif and a travel. And so Wazir Latif looked like he might have carried that pivot foot. 7:36 remaining here in this opening quarter. A good start, 6-5. Vaughan Prep in front. Mullings and a foul on the floor. And that's Noah Nagamba, class of 2022, considered to be one of the top prospects in his class. The young man from Vaughan performed very well with Team Ontario this summer. Won a gold medal with the U15 boys and also came away with some first team All-Star honors. And for Vaughan, some key departures from a year ago. The likes of Ryan Nemhard, who of course is now at Montverde Academy. Taryn Todd down at Finley Prep in Las Vegas, Nevada. Quincy Akposi, Kevin Abegaru, amongst a few others. But this team's still very much strong and led by their veteran leadership, the likes of Wazir Latif and Ryan Brooks, who has possession now off of that defensive rebound. Brooks working against Rodriguez, trying to get into the lane. Good help defense, still with it, now stripped. It's Mullings with it. Mullings against Nagamba, scoops it, finishing with the right hand off the window. This building comes alive every time something happens for the Blues. Reggie Williams under pressure to Latif. Latif pulls it back out, screen set Brooks. Latif, and one!
Great finish by Latif, getting through the screen of Brooks, freeing up space and finishing strong with the right hand against glass.
Did an excellent job of scooping it on his way to the basket and finishing strong. So Vaughan out in front, 9-7 they lead as Wazir Latif, the senior, steps to the foul line. Free throw, no good. It rattles around and falls off the front of the rim. Fuller with the rebound. Roberts dialing it up from deep is good. Malachi Davis up ahead. They're able to break down that press, but turning it over was Nagamba. Nearly turning it over, dumping it inside. Naz Roberts from Mullings. This is going to be an outstanding environment to play OSBA basketball.
Outstanding environment indeed. The crowd is absolutely packed today. They are hyped for this high potential, high energy game between these two high talented teams.
And this is a good early season litmus test for both teams. These are two groups, and of course Central Tech coming in as a newcomer in this league. Vaughan, they feel like they are in championship contention, as do the Blues. How about Naz Roberts hanging in the air and getting the friendly roll? Williams, Latif, three, bang! Wazir Latif with the answer. Good response from the Voyageurs. Right back down, and Wazir Latif answering with a big triple, off to a strong start. And that young man is an exemplary student athlete, excels in the classroom, and overcame a knee injury, one that cost him about parts of two seasons, early in his high school career. And now one of the top players in the class of 2019 as a senior. Traveling violation on Mullings. Ryan, we talk about both of these coaches. You look at Kevin Jeffers, again, such an accomplished resume. Gus Giannopoulos, also one of the most well-respected here in the GTA when it comes to the high school basketball scene. 2 OFSA championships to his credit, and this is an excellent coaching matchup on both sidelines. Excellent coaching matchup indeed. Both these teams have come into this game ready to go, and you can see how they've come prepared. Oh! And it is goaltending. It was Mullings, it appeared, who laid it up, and a little late on that one. That was Malcolm King coming in. Reggie Williams. Oh! Reggie feeling it early on. Dialed in from deep. Looking to answer is Malachi Davis. It rattles in and out. Here's Spencer Gomes. Gomes into the lane. Oh, nifty scoop with the right hand. Finger roll, finish. And so the visitors leading 15-10, just over midway through the quarter, and a foul on the floor. And they will say he was in the act of shooting, so Naz Roberts will go to the foul line. We're talking about Naz Roberts, a 6'6" senior guard. This guy's got some major pop in his game, extremely explosive off the dribble, and you saw it there, getting himself to the foul line. Tyson Dunn checking in, seeing his first action of the night for Vaughan. Free throw was good from Roberts. second on its way, hits the front iron and rolls home. Latif to King, back to Latif, over to King. They get it across the timeline and a foul along the side. That is Mullings. Callum Libbard Mullings whistled for the foul. So the Blues leading by 5 here in the first quarter. Latif able to get that one in. 3 on the way from Williams. Got it! Reggie Williams hits another. 2-point ball game. A foul on the floor, Tyson Dunn. So Naz Roberts will inbound here near sideline. Roberts gets it into Mullings. Mullings near short corner, jumper no good. And it will be off of Central Tech, and Vaughan will have possession. Latif with it, over to Malcolm King, into a zone trap here in the half court. Is Central Tech, nice touch pass from Tyson Dunn. Brooks drives, kicks. Williams, does he have another? No good. A little too strong to King. Open look, passes it up, gets it to Dunn. 3 on the way, short. Rebound secured by the Blues. Mullings thought about it, drives, kicks. 3 on the way, rattles in and out. Now it's King with the defensive board. Does well to split the 2 defenders, gets it to Dunn. Dunn, Williams to Dunn, 3. Well off the mark, a little too strong from Tyson Dunn. Wild shot there in transition from Mullings, and now here comes Dunn, and Vaughan has numbers. To Brooks. Lots of contact. Brooks finishing it, stepping over. Fuller. Oh, this gym is rocking.
Brooks with the emphatic finish, takes no mercy on the man on the ground, stepping right over him. The strong finish with the right off the glass, his first 2 points of the game.
Ryan Brooks playing as a man amongst boys at times. You see the physicality, extreme aggression, and he is tough to contain inside the paint.
That 6'7" frame is not easy for defenders to get between him and the bucket and stop him. He's got finesse around the rim, and he can finish beyond the shot blockers. It's going to be a tough job to contain him, which Central Tech has done a really great job of doing to this point.
Fuller connecting on the free throw. Brooks with soft touch around the rim. That's also the other impressive component of it, his footwork and his touch. And now you see Central Tech again coming with this zone press, trying to stymie this Vaughan offense. They get it to the middle to Williams. He turns it over. Naz Roberts. Oh, and a nice weak side block from Tyson Dunn. Brooks spinning. Foul and 1. Ryan Brooks. Count it, plus the foul.
Ryan Brooks, back-to-back baskets. I knew it was only a matter of time before we started saying his name over and over again, and I'm sure that won't be the last time that he's putting the ball in the bucket tonight.
Spinning towards the middle of the lane, drawing contact, and still having the wherewithal to finish. And he sinks the free throw. That puts Vaughan ahead. 23-22, 3:01 remaining here in the opening quarter. Now Vaughan gonna come up, full court, man-to-man pressure. And we will see that is Autry Dawkins in the ball game. The grade 10, class of 2022. Dawkins guarding Davis, the senior. Dunn comes over to help in a foul. And so, bonus situation. And that will put Malachi Davis at the line. Vaughan a season ago, 9-7, above 500. It was their second year on the OSBA circuit, losing in the first round of the playoffs to Athlete Institute. And again, some retooling for both of these teams, in fact. And Central Tech, they lost some of their key seniors, the likes of Raheem Sullivan, DeAndre Reed, Matthew Daves, Jaron Jones. Core components and elements of their rotation from a year ago. Here's Latif. to Dawkins. Autry Dawkins ahead to Spencer Gomes. Over to Latif, bobbles it, keeps it alive. Into the lane, nice pass from Autry Dawkins, and a goaltending. Basket will count from Spencer Gomes. Bringing it up the floor, we see Jacob Masters for the Blues. Screen set, Masters. Pressure coming. Controlled now. Malik Taylor Williams hits the three. Back and forth we go here in the opening quarter. Reggie Williams to the corner. Brooks looking for an answer. It's short. Wanted a foul. Mullings. Brooks with the interception. Brooks behind the back. Brooks! Offensive foul! Looked like he did indeed get a little bit of a push-off. And that'll bring Zach Vidal Henry off the bench. Or excuse me, that is CJ Lofters. So Vidal Henry is not in the lineup tonight for Vaughan, dealing with a hand injury, Happened in preseason action. So checking into the game for Ryan Brooks, that is CJ Lofters. And so Central Tech will inbound far sideline. 2:02 remaining here in the opening quarter. A 2-point lead for the Blues. The officials just trying to sort out the shot clock. Davis driving. Right hand, no good. Naz Roberts, offensive rebound. He is fouled. Down on the baseline, that is Reggie Williams. Looks like he's shaken up. So he is down. The free throws coming for the Blues. And Williams rises to his feet. Wincing, it appears, but gets a nice ovation from the crowd. A packed house here at Central Tech this evening.
A packed house indeed, and this might be the first real stoppage in play we've had all day. A real back and forth affair to this point. Neither of the teams really getting a chance to catch their breath even.
Frenetic pace on both sides, and indeed we have yet to have a timeout and really no stoppages up until this point as Roberts sinks that free throw. Substitution. Some fresh faces on the floor for Central Tech. DeAndre Goldburn as well as Andy St. Clair into the ball game for the Blues. Dawkins to Latif. Coach Gus Gymnopoulos barking out instructions as Lofters. Offensive foul. Illegal screen set by CJ Lofters. Nazir Latif appears may have gone a little bit early over that screen. Here is Davis. Bobbling it is Masters, and you can see a little miscommunication there from Goldburn and Masters.
Yeah, miscommunication on back-to-back plays. First time failing to wait for the screen to get set. Second time, the player making the cut and unable to corral the ball.
1:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. Almost caught with another one there. Latif, Gomes to Williams, 10 on the shot clock. Autry Dawkins bobbles it. Under 10 now. Dawkins got to make something happen. Autry Dawkins drives, kicks, Latif, three, short, got it up in time off the deflection. That was Autry Dawkins. St. Clair up ahead to Davis. Sweet crossover into the lane and foul by Autry Dawkins.
And a great job from Autry Dawkins on that last play to be aware of the time, only 1 second, so he didn't have time to come down with it, caught it in midair and finished without touching the ground.
Well, he got caught in a precarious position there, driving and attacking one-on-one. Fortunate to make that pass back out to the perimeter, and then of course the shot blocked, but he did an excellent job, good recognition of staying with it following the play. Fans, be sure to follow Ontario SBA on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for news and highlights And of course, subscribe to OSBA TV on YouTube for all live games, highlights, and interviews. Ryan, I know Chris likes to give shout outs for your own personal Instagram and Twitter and social media channels and stay up to date. My friend, where can people find you and follow you on the socials?
You can follow me at rseigel, RSEIGEL 100.
Dawkins, 3 no good. Good offensive rebound. Lofters, and now a battle. Masters in there. So a jump ball, and it will go the arrow in possession, in favor, of Central Tech. You can, of course, follow me at Daniele_media on Twitter and Instagram. Here's Jacob Masters, under a minute to play in the opening quarter. Fuller, driving, big body, turnover. Good job by Autrey Dawkins, jumping the passing lane and coming up with the interception. The Gamba comes back to the basketball, advances it to Latif. Over to Dawkins. Nice feed, good look from Autrey Dawkins, and Spencer Gomes can't finish. Batted around, Lofters, foul on the ground. And actually, indeed, they will say it is, well, if that was in the act of shooting, I'm assuming that should be an and one. That is only the 4th team foul on Central Tech. So a bit of a peculiar call there. Nonetheless, CJ Lofters misses the first. Vaughan getting some good minutes from the likes of Lofters, and there's a nice offensive rebound from Nagamba, still fighting for it. Autrey Dawkins having a good first quarter as well. Davis, shot clock off. Davis, looking for the acrobatic finish. Can't connect, and here's Wazir Latif. 10 on the game clock. Good feed inside. Lofters floats it up and can't finish. 3-point game. Masters looking to beat the buzzer. No good. Rebound. Gomes gets it off, but hits the top of the shot clock, and that'll bring us to the end of the opening quarter. Ryan, 30-27 in favor of the hometown, the home Central Tech Blues. Oh, baby, what an opening quarter. Fast and furious pace on both sides. What did you make of that opening 10 minutes?
Oh, baby, indeed, because there was no shortage of action on either end of the floor. Some threes being hit on both sides, some transition buckets, great finishing around the rim, and just phenomenal basketball by these two teams, Central Tech and Vaughan.
Fans, we, the Ontario Scholastic Basketball Association, would like to take this opportunity to thank our amazing team of sponsors and partners for always having our back and supporting the OSBA. We'd like to thank Ontario Basketball, Pretty River Sports and Entertainment, Crossover, Entropy Custom Clothing, Canada Basketball, and Iran Awards and Engraving. Ryan, as we get set for this second quarter of action, Vaughan getting some solid contributions off the bench from the likes of Autrey Dawkins and CJ Lofters, and they came in and brought some excellent energy, especially Dawkins. What did you like from him in the opening quarter? Well,
Dawkins was doing a really great job of driving to the basket and getting his teammates involved. He really controlled the complexion of that first quarter of the game, and he'll need to do the same going forward if his team wants a great chance to win this contest.
Former Team Ontario athlete, Autrey Dawkins, also a member of that gold medal winning team, the U15 boys, from this summer. The talent on the floor, it's very impressive on both sides of the spectrum. Dawkins will inbound and trigger to begin the second quarter. Latif with it. And this is the beauty about Wazir Latif. He's a versatile playmaker. You can put him at the 1, you can put him at the 2. He's going to score. He can create off the dribble. Instant offense. Here's Spencer Gomes. Three in the key on CJ Lofters. And so it'll be Central Tech earning possession of the basketball. Masters dribbles across the timeline. Over to Davis. Double screen. Davis turning the corner, loses his footing. Gets it to Jamal Fuller. Fuller working against Latif. Masters, and a good call by the official. A travel. Reggie Williams checking back into the ballgame for Autrey Dawkins. Noah Nagamba will inbound. Williams Guarded tightly by Andy Sinclair. They get it across the timeline. Gomes with it to Williams, to Latif. 3, quick trigger. Got it! Wazir Latif. First basket of the second quarter. And that knocks this one up at 30 apiece. Sinclair, Fuller, driving. Big body, good rebound by Lofters, and he throws it away. Masters, off the turnover, driving, knifing into the lane, and finishing with the right hand.
That's a tough one to give away. Masters getting the steal and finishing straight away right of the basket. Basket.
An errant pass there from CJ Lofters to the corner. Spencer Gomes looking to get that finger roll again. Can't finish. Nice job by Lofters sticking with it and sticking it home on the putback.
Great finish by Lofters, making amends for his earlier turnover.
Masters 3, got it! And he says, yes sir, give me the 3. Connects from the left wing. Latif, screen set by Lofters. Turns to the corner, floater. Oh, nice touch. Wazir Latif finishing. Davis answers right back with a triple. Latif across the timeline, behind the back. You see Central Tech doing a nice job of switching off and rotating against Wazir Latif. The substitutions will be coming for Central Tech. That'll see Naz Roberts check back in, along with Callum Mullings and Kevin Nagur. We'll see his first minutes of the ball game. Now here comes Ryan Brooks. Wazir Latif will get a blow, a breather. Williams with it. Screen set, Lofters, offensive foul. And that one, again, failing to set the screen and a little premature. Caleb Attaway will come and immediately relieve CJ Lofters.
Yeah, attention to detail, and that's something that the coach always preaches. Second time this game from the exact same position where the ball handler did not wait for the screener to get set. Another offensive foul.
Those are mistakes you can ill afford to have.
Especially against Central Tech.
Oh, absolutely. This team is well coached. There's a 3 knocked down by DeAndre Goldburn. 2 of the high school giants here in the GTA, Vaughan Prep and Central Tech. Nagamba off the mark. Fuller outlets to Mullings. Mullings, Euro step, and he's fouled. 41-34, excuse me, 39. You know, indeed 34, and from our angle, very tough to see the scoreboard. A 7-point lead for the Central Tech Blues. 7 minutes remaining here in the opening half, and Latif right back off the bench, and he'll sub right back in. A quick breather for Wazir Latif. Mullings missing the first. Second free throw is good. So now here comes Wazir Latif. Mateo Spencer Gomes getting a breather. Brooks to inbound. Gets it into Latif. Latif across the timeline. Says, I want this by myself. Screen set Brooks. Latif, pull up triple. Got it! He is a certified sniper and a bucket getter. Wazir Latif cooking tonight here in downtown TO. Caleb Attaway with the defensive board. Good rebound from the second-year man for Vaughan Prep. Williams, Latif, why not? Let it fly, young fella! Back-to-back trays. Mullings with it. Roberts screen. Might have got away with the foul there, Reggie Williams. Mullings tipping it. Defensive rebound, good hard rebound from Attaway. Oh, Williams looking to go behind the back, keeps it alive somehow. Fuller. Mullings with it. Mullings. Oh, how about the footwork? Can't finish. Fuller. He will clean it up.
Sweet move from Mullings, Euro stepping around Ryan Brooks, unable to finish, but Fuller right on the doorstep.
And again, pace not slowing down one bit. Back and forth, exchanging buckets at both ends. 44-40, Central Tech out in front. Nagamba fakes, Williams, open three, yes sir. Corner triple, Reggie Williams. And a timeout on the floor, Central Tech. They want to talk things over. It is a 1-point ball game.
Kevin Jeffords not going to be happy allowing 3 threes over a span of 2 minutes. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Let's give a little shout out to Spalding, the brand new Spalding Precision basketball, the official game ball of the OSBA, ready to play out of the box. The Precision features an Eco Grip composite cover and Eco Fiber backing made from 100% recycled material. Its responsive cushion and deep channel design offers superior comfort. Use what the stars of the OSBA use and get your Precision today at kahunaaverse.com or amazon.ca. Spalding, true to the game. Ryan, midway through the second quarter, Wazir Latif catching fire.
Yeah, catching fire indeed. 3 threes in this quarter and really putting the team on his shoulders right now. He's saying, follow me, and they're doing exactly that. 9 points over the span of 3 minutes, and Central Tech is going to have to do a better job of locating him in transition.
You got to think at some point as well, you're going to see Ryan Brooks start to make some shots.
Yeah, and you got to think
he's
Central
stuck on 1 field goal right now, but at the same time, if you see he's been stymied out of the gate here in this opening half, but if he gets it going, along with the way Wazir Latif is shooting the basketball, that'll make things difficult for the Blues.
Yeah, you got to think Central Tech's head coach Ken Jeffords is very happy with the way they've limited Ryan Brooks. Only 5 points this far on 2 field goals, but you know he's going to get ready to lick his chops if they start focusing on other players. So you got to be ready to come down on him if he starts to heat up.
Fuller looked like he might have been out of control, but somehow gets that little runner to go. Nagamba into Latif. Latif dribbles across the timeline, screen set by Brooks. Swing intercepted, look out, Naz Roberts! Throwing it down with authority. Timeout, Vaughan Prep. That'll get you out of your seat.
That'll get the entire gym hyped. A big mistake from Latif. Naz Roberts making no mistake, slamming it home with 2 hands. That'll explode the gym. Central Tech, great timeout, great results right out of it. Vaughan Secondary School countering with a timeout of their own.
We said it, that young man is a high flyer. I've seen him throw down some of the most vicious in-game dunks you might ever see. That is definitely in his arsenal, in his repertoire. The steal and then the filthy, vicious finish on the other end. A 5-point cushion for the Blues. Under 5 remaining here in the second quarter.
And after a first quarter where it was non-stop action, 2 timeouts called within 30 seconds of each other, the first 2 of the game, really slowing the game down, and I think this is where the coaches are going to come into play. What kind of changes will they make to this point? We'll see in the last 5 minutes of this quarter.
Williams with it. Across the timeline, screen set by Brooks, good screen. Brooks now attacking, travel. A little out of control there from Ryan Brooks. So Brooks trying to get in the ear of the official, as is Coach Gus Gymnopoulos. Mullings spinning, kicks, corner 3, Roberts long. Good offensive rebound, Goldburn. Fuller says, why not? But he can't hit. How about Naz Roberts? Enrique Rodriguez, no good, and that hits the shot clock. It will be out of bounds. Williams. Guarded tightly by Mullings. Williams crossing over, good pass down inside. Nice little a drop step and then a spin move along the baseline. That's Malcolm King, he is fouled. King, first free throw is good. Second free throw off the back iron. Mullings, pressure being applied now by King. Mullings, shifty move behind the back. Goldburn, no good. Nagamba, nice rebound, skying for the board. King, good finish in transition. Malcolm King, kissing it off the glass. Mullings will run the offense for Central Tech. Mullings stepping back, inside to Roberts, back out to Rodriguez, to Mullings. Shot clock winding down. Long three, no good. Nagamba to Latif. Good pass. King, three. No. Latif. Oh, Wasir Latif. Somehow, some way, finishing. Oh, Enrique Rodriguez. Unable to scale the ladder and come down with that one. Williams. Reggie Williams, no good. Nagamba gets a hand on it. Nice offensive rebound. Brooks. So tough.
Fully ball on
so tough to guard.
And one. First point of the second quarter with 3 minutes left to go. He just muscled his way there to the rim.
He's just so tough. So physical. He's a handful.
Truly versatile big. One of the best in this league at getting to the rim and one of the best at finishing when he gets there.
Free throw, no good from Brooks. And so just a violation against Vaughan on that free throw. So Central Tech will have possession. They trail now by 2. Fuller. Driving. Oh, a foul on the floor. Looked like he might have got away with a push off there. Looked like some strong defense from Noah Nagamba. So another timeout on the floor. Ryan Brooks giving Vaughan the lead here with under 3 to go in the opening half. A strong take and a good finish. Maybe that's what he needs to get himself going a little bit on the offensive end.
Yeah, truly strong take. And you talk about the finish. Although the take made the finish super easy, just muscling his way towards the rim, finishing strong with that right hand. Really nothing the defense could do when you got a guy that physical and that capable of hitting the shots. You got to close out on him. If you don't, he'll stroke it over you. If you do, he'll take it right to the rim, bully ball style. That's exactly what we saw in that last bucket.
Bringing some old school to the new school. Everybody wants to talk about hoisting up threes and getting out and running. And while we've certainly seen our fair share of pace and space, if you will, we've also seen at times, you know what Ryan Brooks brings, and that is the toughness and the physicality on both ends of the court. It's no surprise, and it shouldn't be. He could score as 53, especially when you consider just how physical he is and the soft touch around the rim, and absolutely outstanding performance on Thursday at Vaughan against Oakville Prep. Off to a bit of a slower start, I would say, in this one, but still, we'll find out what he has for an encore. Still a ways to go in this game.
Still a ways to go. Only 7 points right now, but I would bet my salary on the fact that he makes one.
You got money on this one, Ryan. Dawkins. Oh, a nice block underneath. It looked like it might have been Naz Roberts. And that's going to be an over and back. Rodriguez hustling for it. It'll be Central Tech basketball. So the Blues will inbound under the basket along the baseline. Rodriguez will trigger. Rodriguez. A quick trigger three, no good. Latif. Just shy of the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. Malcolm King over to Reggie Williams. Spinning, stepping back, driving. And a foul along the baseline. So that'll be Callum Mullings picking up the foul. Timeout on the floor, and Vaughan, they'll use another timeout here. And that'll put 8 on the shot clock coming out of this timeout, 2:04 remaining here in the second quarter. (50-48) your score. Again, 2:04 remaining here in the opening half. Vaughan a 2-point lead on the bucket by Ryan Brooks. How do you combat that physicality that he brings? Because I do find it interesting. And here you see as Central Tech comes out, they're sitting in a 2-3 zone look now on defense. But certainly that's got to weigh on you. How do you slow down somebody who plays, one is as big, as brawny as Brooks is, how physical he is? How can you contain him and slow him down?
It's easier said than done because he looks like a bull, but he plays like a butterfly almost. So the best way I would combat him is you got to close out, put a hand in the face, but you also got to stay physical with him. And Central Tech has done a phenomenal job of doing that to this point.
Certainly fleet of foot, 6'7", but able to get up and down the floor and very gracious in the lane. Davis crossing over, gets it back out to Naz Roberts. Roberts drives. Roberts, deflecting that one on the putback attempt. A steal. Davis, and out of bounds. It will stay with Central Tech. And here Kevin Jeffers. Like the fact that Malachi Davis, that he stuck with it, but didn't appreciate that quick shot. Inside, laying it up and in. And that is a layup and a make by Ali Traore. He was a game time decision, worked out, got in the warm-ups and said he felt good and decided to go.
And he's out here tying the game up at 50.
50 all. 1:20 remaining. Tyson Dunn, 3. Oh, man. Well, you chalked that one up to some good shot-making ability. Yeah, tough shot.
Tyson Dunn hitting the shot with his coach, raising his hands in the air, but I'm sure he won't mind the result.
And Malcolm King, a foul on the ground. Central Tech will inbound near sideline. Good steal. Dunn. Williams laying it in with the left.
Dunn with the 3, Dunn with the steal and the assist right on the other end, all in 10 seconds.
55-50. Tyson Dunn making an impact coming off the bench here in the latter portion of the second quarter. Williams with the board. Crossing over, screen set, King driving. Reggie Williams, no good. Off the front iron. Up ahead. Traore, no good. Good defensive board. Latif, watch out, Brooks. Offensive foul. Wow.
21 taking the charge on 21. That'll be a second of the game.
And that time I thought Brooks actually did a pretty good job. It was Naz Roberts who stood in there, but I thought looked like Brooks didn't catch him flush. And officials elect to go with the charge. Fuller. Oh, man. Jamal Fuller. And a technical foul. And I'm not sure I agree with that one. It's an emotional game. Guys showing some emotion, and I am not. And again, you hear Fuller telling the official, I said, let's go. And I don't see anything derogatory about that. Nonetheless, with 19 and a half to play, Latif will shoot the technical and makes it.
And Latif has really been the best shooter for Vaughan over this first half, nailing the free throw, one of his many points up to this point.
So now Vaughan will have possession. They can milk down the clock and have it for the final possession of the half. Dunn to King, over to Williams, to back to Tyson Dunn, to Latif, 3 on the way, no good. Thought he might have got fouled. In transition, oh, Fuller, and he's blocked by the rim. How about Malcolm King? Coming over and blocking the putback attempt.
Malcolm says, king me, and we're heading off to halftime.
And at the half, 56-52, Vaughan in front. We'll take a quick break. Get some refreshments, folks. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up in just a bit. Welcome back inside Central Tech here in downtown Toronto. First half, and boy, fast-paced, back-and-forth action. As we begin the second half, it's Vaughan Prep in front of the host Central Tech Blues, 56-52. Some stats for you. Leading scorer in that opening half, it was Wazir Latif, 19 points. And for Central Tech, Malachi Davis with a team-high 12. Naz Roberts chipping in with 11, and Jamal Fuller following up with 10. So 3 scorers in double figures for the Blues. As second half action is underway, Fuller kicks it, dribble handoff, and now Mullings for 3. It's off the mark. Rebound, and now look out. Mateo Spencer Gomes lays it in. Roberts, Fuller, Mullings behind the back. Good defense there. Oh, not sure about that one. A foul called against Reggie Williams. Again, we are pleased to bring you this installment of our Ontario SBA Game of the Week. Pleased to be joined by Ryan Siegel, my partner tonight.
Excited to be alongside you tonight.
Chris McKee on a bit of a hiatus tonight. I'm sure we'll be back and reconnected over the next few broadcasts. And there's Nagamba underneath. And one! Flex on him, young fella. Noah Nagamba.
Nagamba missing the shot, but not resting on his laurels, coming up with the steal, finishing strong at the bucket, getting the and one.
Nice job by Noah Nagamba, sticking with it, and then finishing off the window plus the foul. Nagamba sinks the free throw, completing the three-point play. Naz Roberts to Mullings. Mullings drives, kicks to Rodriguez, to Fuller, 3, off the mark. Good rebound by Brooks. A quiet first half for Brooks. Spencer Gomes, finger roll finish. Nagamba, look at the hustle. Noah Nagamba. You gotta love the energy. Good hustle.
Nagamba without a point in that first half, but he will not stop on the energy side. 2 deflections, 1 steal, and 3 points already in this first minute.
Well, that's how you get yourself going on the defensive end of the floor.
That's how you get more playing time.
Force turnovers. Make something happen, and right now doing a great job to start this second half. Oh, how about Noah Nagamba? Finish it, young fella. Oh, and a block from behind. Looked like there was a foul. Oh, again, Noah Nagamba doing a terrific job.
Noah Nagamba, 3 tip balls in the first minute, 30 seconds of this game.
Active hands on D. Latif had a strong opening half, misses the, looking for Rodriguez and can't corral it, able to recover. Roberts, offensive foul! The Ryan Brooks special.
Ryan Brooks not getting it done per se on the offensive end. He takes the charge. Maybe that will allow him to get into the flow of the offense once again.
And Naz Roberts comes off limping. Might have tweaked his ankle on his way to the basket as he collided with Brooks. But Brooks certainly capable of making an impact on the defensive end. Does an excellent job of taking charges. Nagamba to Latif. Latif. Brooks will set the screen. Latif nearly loses it. Gets it to Williams. Looking for Gomes. Gomes. Kicks. Reggie Williams. No good. Nagamba, what a fight. Battling for it. Noah Nagamba. And it'll go to Central Tech.
Great hustle, young man, getting on the floor. 4th time he's gotten the ball, hand on the ball in this quarter. And none of them have been on the offensive end.
Too easy. Nobody getting back in transition for Vaughan, and that leads to an easy layup for Malachi Davis. Oh, Brooks! Good feed from Gomes. Brooks can't finish. Back to the big fella. Loses it. Latif, foul.
Brooksy with the rare miss on the slam, and that's one he'll want back.
Sure he'll be talking to himself after that one. Shot clock reset to 14.
Of course, the NBA changing the rules this year. Following up to this league, 14 seconds on the shot clock really makes it a lot more exciting for these games.
It does indeed change the pace of the game as well, because especially when you talk about getting an offensive rebound, you're not able to just pull it out, slow things down, and reset. Brooks, too big, too strong, nifty footwork, and a soft touch on the layup. Driving. Brooks does it again!
Ryan Brooks, back-to-back charges taken with the bucket in between. It looks like he's ready to heat up.
Ryan Brooks. Excellent job defensively. And so as the officials just tend to a bit of a wet spot on the floor. Again, fans, be sure to follow at Ontario SBA on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook for news and highlights, and subscribe to OSBA TV on YouTube for live games, highlights, and post-game reaction. Ryan, let our listeners and our viewers know where they can find you on all social platforms.
You can find me at rseigel, RSEIGEL 100 on Instagram.
That's pretty easy, straightforward to remember. For those of you that like to get in contact with me, I can be followed at Daniele_media. That is DANIELE_media. Twitter, Instagram. And the officials just tending to that wet spot. Strong start for Vaughan here in the second half, opening up a 10-point lead. Ryan Brooks doing an excellent job on the defensive end, a pair of charges. Noah Ngamba coming up with 3 steals in the early going and showing off the hustle.
This Vaughan team came out in an entirely different mindset, jumping on loose balls led by Noah Ngamba, and Ryan Brooks on the defensive end as well, picking up 2 charges, really showing what a captain's mentality is, not getting it done on the offensive end, so taking it in the chest on the defensive side of the ball.
Ngamba will inbound along the baseline, and he gets it in to Reggie Williams. Looking to trap, here is Latif to the corner. Gomes can't leave him open. Misses that one, a rare miss. Brooks, and one, Ryan Brooks.
Ryan Brooks making it look easy once again. Offensive rebound and the putback, and he'll have a chance to make it a 3-point play once again.
Jacob Masters swiping across the arm of Brooks as he went up on that putback attempt after the offensive board. Free throw, no good for Brooks, and a foul. And you'll take that foul if you're Coach Gus Gymnopoulos, because Noah Ngamba, he's been playing with a ton of effort here in the second half. His energy level has been great.
Yeah, he's been playing with a proverbial chip on his shoulder at this point. Really putting the team on his back in the way that he knows how. All effort, all the time. And it's really showing for him and his team, and it's almost cascading down 1 through 5 on the floor right now.
And we will have a substitution. They're going to just adjust the game clock and the shot clock. So Noah Ngamba will check out after picking up the last foul on the loose ball, and Autry Dawkins will come into the ball game. Autry, Dawkins did an excellent job in the opening half and strung together a few really solid defensive possessions, and that's what he's going to have to do, and they're going to ask him to rebound the basketball, play solid defense. Long three, no good. Good defense there from Vaughan. Brooks. Good feed from Brooksy. He finds Reggie Williams.
The big man showing off the finesse there, finding the streaking guard, making it look easy, and the easy finish for Reggie Williams.
Oh, nifty crossover, Masters. Rodriguez. Good defense by Gomes. Latif to Brooks. Ryan Brooks gets his own rebound. And a foul on the floor.
Ryan Brooks, 6'7", pure muscle, pure hustle right now. With some serious
on
finesse.
The floor. So Central Tech, they're going to need to talk things over. This has been a wonderful start for the Vaughan Voyageurs. Up 14 now, just shy of the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and they owe a lot of that to the effort put in on the defensive end. Ryan Brooks has really taken it to them right now, taken 2 charges to this point, and those charges have really sparked his offensive game with 2 offensive rebounds, 2 buckets, both them with the foul, and it doesn't look like he's going to let up. I wouldn't be surprised if he continues to add to these 12 points that he has to this point.
Well, good defense leads to early and easy offense. And when you're getting stops on the defensive end, it really does take a lot of pressure off offensively because it allows you to go through your sets and play a little more freely, especially when you know you're able to get stops. They've done a nice job, Vaughan has, coming out of this halftime break of playing good, solid man-to-man defense, guarding their man, being active in the passing lanes, good hands, being disciplined, and that's allowed them to get out and then, of course, build this nice little cushion here with 5:51 remaining in the third quarter. Yeah,
they've been doing a good job of getting out in transition, and the approach they've taken at the beginning of the second half really differs from Central Tech. Central Tech almost looks lethargic a little slower than they did in that first half. Vaughan went into the locker room. They know they're a better team than how they've played, and they are showing it right now.
The Blues are going to look for a spark. They need a spark. And to your point, again, yes, coming out of that locker room looking a little bit deflated to start this quarter. And Spencer Gomes unable to connect with Brooks as he was rolling to the basket on that inbound. Swinging it side to side, driving, good move, and a foul. Malik Taylor Williams will go to the line. That'll give us an opportunity to say thank you to our wonderful sponsors. Ontario Basketball, Pretty River Sports and Entertainment, Crossover, Entropy Custom Clothing, Canada Basketball, Iran Awards and Engraving. We thank you all for your support of the OSBA. Taylor Williams, good on the first, his second attempt at the line. Also good. Dawkins gets it to Gomes. Spencer Gomes driving. No good on the layup attempt. Malachi Davis. Corner three, no good. And now another rebound and pushing in transition is Gomez. Spencer Gomes to Latif, corner three, no good. That's his third miss in a row here to start the quarter. Davis, lots of contact, but Tyson Dunn did a nice job of keeping his hands elevated.
Oh, Brooksy.
Ryan Brooks, a little shake and bake, razzle-dazzle, finishing with the right-handed layup off the window.
There's the soft touch that we were looking at earlier.
Kicks to the corner. Travel. And Vaughan starting to create some separation.
And not often do you see the Central Tech gym as quiet as it is right now. You can almost hear a pin drop.
Vaughan will inbound. Steal. Masters. Left hand. He misses. Latif now feels pressure. Autry Dawkins to Dunn. Dunn. Brooks. Corner three. Short. Dawkins, offensive rebound. Can't finish.
And Jamal Fuller failing to pick up his man. Offensive rebound allowed, and Fuller will pick up the foul.
I would argue that's a bit of a questionable call there underneath.
And Audrey Dawkins will head to the line for 2 free throws.
So Dawkins at the line. Naz Roberts back in. He exited momentarily, missed a few minutes. Looked like he tweaked his ankle perhaps, colliding with Ryan Brooks on a charge.
I wouldn't want to get a charge taken by Ryan Brooks.
Oh, no. Check out the sneakers Brooksy's wearing tonight.
Oh, I noticed that earlier. Some beautiful pink
cotton
sneakers.
candy pink. I like it.
The NBA.
Roberts, no good. Rebound secured. A nice job by Dunn splitting the D. Tyson Dunn kicks. Dawkins short on the 3. Driving. Nice block underneath.
Dunn with the rejection.
Up ahead, and Gomes.
And I'm glad that you brought up the sneakers earlier. The NBA this season allowing a lot more freedom with the sneaker choices by the players, and that's never been a problem in a league like this, the OSBA. Players voicing their individuality with what they wear on their shoes.
Timeout on the floor. Vaughan wants to talk things over. Bring up the shoes. It is a fashion statement. And all these young men, they love rocking different, quirky, unique looks. Part of the personality, that's for sure.
And it really demonstrates what type of people they are beyond basketball. Some of the time when you look at a player wearing pink shoes on the floor, maybe a little more of a goofy personality than you would expect watching him play, the bulldog that he is on the floor.
It does indeed reflect personality, some of the things that they're interested in outside of basketball.
Brings a little more flair to the game.
Absolutely. No question about that.
Especially in a day and age that we are in, 2018, where Instagram is within arm's reach at all time. Twitter, Facebook, everybody can voice their opinions so freely and openly, and it would never be a problem for players to be able to voice their opinions just a little more within reason.
So coming out of the timeout, Central Tech with possession. It was Vaughan calling the timeout, their first charged timeout of the second half. Davis drives, floater with the right hand, no good. Up ahead, Mateo, Spencer, Gomes! Throwing down the two-handed hammer. Masters. Screen set. Kicks. Travel. Oh! Traveling violation called against Malik Taylor Williams.
Taylor Williams trying to ignite this crowd, but the only thing he ignites is a call from the official. Travel heading the other way.
An 18-point lead for Vaughan Prep. 75-57, 3:40 remaining here in the third quarter. Inside to Brooks. How about the adjustment in the air from Ryan Brooks? He's cooking now.
Cooking indeed, scoring more in this quarter than he did in the first half. I said it was only a matter of time, and the time has come.
Oh! Tyson Dunn!
Are you kidding me?
The one-handed swat. Great job defensively from Vaughan. Goldburn got the mid-range jumper.
It's going to be huge for Vaughan and Central Tech right now to see how this quarter ends.
Lateef fakes, drives, stolen. They got to get on a run here to Central Tech. Roberts! Tough finish. Off the feed from Mullings. Latif
They
to
love
Brooks.
They love that high screen and roll with Latif and Brooks.
No good. Good rebound. This could be the spark that the Blues need. Foul on the floor, Malcolm King. Oh, and they say in the act. That was Taylor Williams driving to the basket.
Central Tech trying to put together a quick run before this third quarter ends. Maybe gain a bit of momentum heading into the fourth and really give their team a spark plug, which they really lacked throughout the first 7 minutes of this quarter.
2:25 remaining here in the third. 77-61. Vaughan out in front. Free throw from Taylor Williams. The second is good. Substitution coming. I'll bring in Fuller. Latif. Guarded by Goldberg. Across the timeline, over to Dunn. Inside to Brooks. Too strong. Misses. He'll stay with Vaughan. Foul away from the ball.
And although Brooksy did not get that last layup to fall, that's his bread and butter. And Coach Gus will allow that all day long from the big man.
Looked like he might have even got fouled, and so that is a foul away from the ball again. And in the bonus, that'll put Latif at the line.
And one of
it. So they are calling it an unsporting foul. That means Vaughan will shoot two. So Latif will shoot two, and then they will have possession.
And Latif, one of the best shooters on this Vaughan squad, hitting yet another shot this game.
Knocks down the first. 78-63 the score. 78-62, excuse me. So Latif connects on both, and that makes it 79-62. And Vaughan again will have possession, and here comes Latif flashing towards the ball. They get it down to Brooks, draws the double team, kicks to the corner, good pass by Brooks. Dunn makes them pay.
Making them pay indeed, and you knew right when he made that pass, Dunn was gonna knock it down.
That's a great pass from Ryan Brooks. Driving, baseline, and a foul.
We talked about earlier in this game the 53 points he had, 16 rebounds, but a more underrated stat that doesn't jump out at you, the 6 assists that he had from the big man position, especially when he's drawing all those double teams. The ability to break out and pass out of the double really opens up a lot for his teammates.
We've seen the vision on display, especially here in the third. And that nice cross-court pass to set up Dunn for the three, and then in transition, laying off, and he's done a nice job. Brooks has been active on both ends here in the third. Roberts, layup is good, gets the offensive rebound. Latif, 1:40 remaining here in the third. Latif, high screen and roll with Brooks. Reset. Latif, corner. Driving is Gomes, back to Latif. Three on the way, no good. Nice tip in from Mateo Spencer Gomes. Roberts drives, maybe a little bit of a push off, and he finishes. Latif, across the timeline for Vaughan. To Dunn, inside to Brooks, he's got the one-on-one. Stepping through, Brooks, no good. Fuller, in transition, cut off by Nagamba. He turns the corner, kicks to the corner. Masters, Goldburn, Fuller, three. No good, Nagamba, defensive board. Latif, Nice hook pass. Kicks to the corner. Brooks, travel. And Brooks throwing that at the rim emphatically. Didn't like the call. So CJ Lofters in for Ryan Brooks.
Didn't like the call there, but I'm sure he'll be ecstatic with his production in this third quarter, helping Vaughan Secondary School advance this advantage over Central Tech.
Dawkins in for Negamba. Andy Sinclair guarded by Dunn. Goldburn finishing.
Ooh, great finish at the rim, behind the back, leaving the defender defenseless.
Good finish. The right hand scooping it up, driving towards the baseline. Latif, mid-range, got it. Wazir Latif, cooking with gas. Good feed. Roberts can't finish, follows up, and that, folks, will end the third quarter. 86-71. Vaughan out in front, opening up a 15-point lead. They led by 2 at the half, outscoring Central Tech by 13 in the third quarter. Ryan, an impressive showing in that third from this Vaughan Prep side.
Vaughan doing a phenomenal job on the defensive end with the effort played, led by Ryan Brooks and Negamba. And the effort flew through this entire team, both on the defensive end and the offensive end. Negamba 4 tip balls in the first 2 minutes. Ryan Brooks took back-to-back charges, followed by back-to-back and ones. That really sparked this team in a way that hadn't been done all game long, which is the entirety of the difference right now. Vaughan Secondary came out to play in the second half. Central Tech, a little slow, a little lethargic on home court, and the crowd not making any sound anymore, and that was a huge home court advantage earlier, really mitigated at this point.
They did a nice job of weathering the storm early and then starting to assert themselves. And in this third quarter, it was Ryan Brooks asserting his dominance, imposing his will inside the paint. And once that starts happening, and then you have other guys making shots and getting transition opportunities, the game becomes a lot easier. And they did a nice job of sharing the ball in that third quarter, getting easy looks. Brooks was a force. And the impressive thing with Vaughan tonight, although you have Latif and Brooks, and as you might expect, those two kind of driving the ship, so to speak, and the engine. And there's Roberts with the steal. It's been a bit of everybody. Lofters, two-handed throwdown. C.J. Lofters going up high and coming down hard.
C.J. Lofters picking up where Vaughan left off in that third quarter. Right away from the steal by Dunn. Lofters slamming it home on the other end with the emphatic jam.
Well, Tyson Dunn, he threw the ill-advised pass and then redeems himself. Makes amends, forces the turnover, outlets ahead, and the throwdown.
Makes amends indeed, and then some.
Fuller at the line, makes the first. Again, back to what we were discussing, back to our point, what's been impressive, I think, is the depth of this Vaughan team tonight. Everybody that has come in has made an impact. They've all been ready to play, and they've all made an impact in some way, shape, or form. Latif off the pin down. No good. Roberts, Fuller. Great call by the official.
And we did highlight that at the beginning of the game. Vaughan is strong 1 through 10, 1 through 12.
I thought he did an excellent job. That was a good call by the official. Fuller in stride, in rhythm. Looked like he might have definitely taken a step or two before putting that ball on the floor. I do like the versatility that Vaughan has with their guards. And that was a strength of this team a year ago. And especially when with a guy like Ryan Nemhard, even as a freshman, he was one of the most cerebral players in the entire OSBA as a 9th grader. But the likes of Tyson Dunn, of course, Wazir Latif leading the charge, but Dunn and Williams and Reggie Williams, it appears he's been a little bit shaken up. We've yet to see him come back into the ball game. But Autry Dawkins, Noah Negamba, they've all done a terrific job. Mateo Spencer Gomes. Strong guard play from Vaughan here tonight.
Yeah, you brought up a lot of great names. The two I'd like to highlight right now, Tyson Dunn and Wazir Latif. Both of them, two of the best shooters on this team and two of the best shooters in the province, really putting it on display today.
Dunn's an excellent playmaker. Oh, looking for the putback, no good. Now here comes Dunn. Feeds ahead to Dawkins. Look out! And one! C.J. Lofters! Are you kidding me?
C.J. Lofters getting up and slamming it down.
Wow.
Leaving this gym speechless. I'm speechless after that one.
So the officials will sort this out. So it was an and one, and then there was a technical as Lofters went ahead and said, I'm going to make this one count, and I'll get my money's worth. He gave him a good little stare down, but my goodness.
Oh.
Talk about making this a movie. Wow.
Without a doubt, he got his money worth. There's a sign in the corner right now. It says FLY fly. That's exactly what C.J. Lofters just did there.
C.J. Lofters.
You know, there was a moment there, I was wondering if he was going to come down.
Great pass by Autry Dawkins. Good recognition. And that's textbook transition basketball. Credit to Vaughan. You had Dunn outlet ahead to Dawkins. Dawkins up top to Lofters. So they are sorting things out. And it appears C.J. Lofters might not be permitted to shoot the free throw. And so C.J. Lofters has 5 personals. And boy, that's a way to
foul out.
Jeez. I'll take that. That's a way you want to exit a ball game. How about that?
Put an exclamation point on your afternoon.
Oh, man.
What a way to go.
And so Brooks will shoot the free throw on behalf of C.J. Lofters, who absolutely demolished the rim on that alley-oop.
Demolished the rim and demolished the gym. The entire Vaughan section erupted.
Brooks sinks the free throw. Fuller. Oh, nifty move. It's fouled.
What I noticed actually when the slam happened, Lofters went over to the coach and tried to give him a handshake, and Coach Gus wouldn't reciprocate with a handshake of his own. Very professional, very respected, very respectful, and I'm sure that's something that he teaches his kids beyond the game of basketball.
Well, it's the showmanship aspect of it that he didn't appreciate, which is fine because it does cost your team a point, right? It costs your team a technical. It gets him out of the game, which is not what you want.
But you know what it'll also do? Get you all over the OSB highlights.
Oh, absolutely. That'll be making its waves on social media. What a play from C.J. Lofters, and that's a heck of a way to make an exit. Oh, wow. Tough finish. Jamal Fuller.
Going right at Ryan Brooks with the Brooks special, finishing soft at the rim.
Latif to Dawkins. Flashing, there's Dunn to Latif. Jabs, pulls up, no good. Now here comes Central Tech. Roberts glides through the air. He's fouled in transition. So Brooks gets called on the reach. That'll bring the Gambler off the bench. So that's 4 on Ryan Brooks. So you got to be careful with 7:45 remaining. Don't want him to foul out. Inside to Fuller on the inbound, and a travel. Oh, boy. Foul.
A foul called by a referee who maybe wasn't in the best position out of the three to make that call. However, will be Central Tech's ball on the end line.
Sinclair will inbound to Roberts. 3 on the way, no good. Dunn bats it and collects it. Keeps his feet in bounds. Dunn in transition. No good. Fuller, rebound. Ahead, nice pass.
Nice pass, Don.
Travel, definitely got away with the travel on that one. Nagamba ahead to Latif. Latif. Spencer Gomez can't finish. Fuller. And a foul. So that'll bring Malcolm King back on the floor, and Nagamba 2 quick fouls. They'll put Fuller at the line. Bonus situation already here in the 4th.
And that will help Central Tech out a lot in this pursuit of a comeback. 15-point deficit at this point, and it's going to be an uphill battle, but they're going to get a little bit of help being in the bonus this early into the 4th quarter.
Absolutely, and they still have plenty of time. And if you just start chipping away and set those small attainable goals for yourself, the measurable objectives. And one! That's how you'll start. Fuller. And so that's going to put Fuller at the line, and it's now a 13-point game.
Cutting into this lead, Vaughan led at 1 point by 22. Now down to 12.
Sinks it. 12-point game. Big possession forthcoming for Vaughan. Screen set, Dawkins. Latif. Can he silence the crowd? Kicks it. Driving, spinning, no good. Oh, that is a rough call. Another one. Sinclair. Fuller. Why not? Why not? Let it fly!
Bottom of the net. He'll get the crowd back into this one. Anybody's game right now, 9-point lead.
Jamal Fuller. Crowd into it. Latif. Done. No, well off the mark. We're down to single digits. Fuller. Corner. Sinclair. Rebound, Roberts. Fuller. Bang!
Line it up, knock it down. Fuller with the 3.
Timeout! Vaughan! What a run from the Blues, led by their big man, Jamal Fuller.
It's a game of runs, the 3rd quarter, dominated by Vaughan. Central Tech saying, no, 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 we will not lie down. He lines it up and he knocks it down.
6-point game with 6:01 remaining. What a turnaround. Oh, baby.
And what a turn of events. Ryan Brooks heads to the bench. Immediately, Central Tech goes on a huge run, cutting this once 22-point lead to only a 6-point deficit.
And you go back to that highlight reel dunk, the and one. That might be a turning point in this ball game. That is why, although those plays lift you up, that's why Coach Gus Giannopoulos was also upset at the fact that CJ Lofters would then go on and taunt and pick up that technical.
Yeah, not only does it build intensity within the Vaughan squad, but Central Tech is probably a little pissed when they see that happen.
Oh no, it lights a spark, absolutely.
Lit a spark under them, and it looked like they were smooth sailing all the way there. But they ignited the thunder, and the lightning came from Central Tech.
And Brooks just came over and wanted to check on the foul situation. He's got 4. So it's a tough spot for Vaughan right now. Coming to double. Latif, you got to think he's got to get a bucket, and it rims in and out. He's been cold here in the second half. Fuller, scorching hot. Sinclair. Goldburn, Sinclair, crossing over. Goldburn, 3. No, rattles in and out. Spencer Gomes in transition. Oh, no good. It just rattles out of the rim.
Oh, great save.
Kicking it, Sinclair. He'll slow it down. How about Andy Sinclair? Some big minutes tonight off the bench for Central Tech. Sinclair, corner, Roberts, no good. Dunn, Latif, and he will slow it down. Crowd and bench getting into it for Central Tech. King, tough finish. Oh my! Oh my goodness.
Another technical, this one on Andy King and Malcolm King.
I'm all for the officials policing the game and ensuring that they're in control. But that there, I don't feel was warranted whatsoever.
I don't know what he's getting hyped up about. Well, they were on the receiving end of a huge run.
He made a tough shot, but I didn't. Again, the key with when you have the players talking, and again, these are teenagers. These guys are almost, some of them are grown men practically. You have to understand it's an emotional game. Unless that is directed in a derogatory manner towards a player or an official, there's no need to call that. There's no need, especially if it's something like what we saw earlier. It was not Lofters, but I believe it was Brooks who picked up, or whoever picked up, where they were yelling, "Let's go." There's no need for that. You don't need to call those.
I have no problem with calling a technical on that last play because he wasn't just getting excited, he was projecting his excitement towards a Central Tech player, which I believe if he was walking away and getting hyped like that, one thing, but clapping straight at someone, yelling
I think it is interesting to have that conversation in general because it's a subjective call.
It is.
In a lot of ways, right? And we're not talking about a travel or anything that's objective, black and white. We're talking about that gray area, and it's up to the official's discretion. To him, to the official, that's what they interpreted, given the situation. But I would argue, yes, with CJ Lofters in particular, he throws down that dunk and then absolutely taunts the opposing team. There's no question.
I think once you set down the marker, you got to continue abiding by it. Maybe if that technical wasn't handed out earlier, the second one wouldn't come. But you set down the marker, you got to live with it.
I just think we can't expect these guys at this level, at this age, that's an offensive foul, to necessarily have that kind of restraint, if you will, because, again, it's an emotional game, right? I don't want to. You don't necessarily want to remove the emotion from a game, especially a game of this magnitude. So Vaughan is now setting up in a zone.
And Malcolm King heading to the bench after 2 offensive fouls.
So a 1-2-2 zone for Vaughan. Trying to slow the game down a little bit. 3 for Mullings. Got it! Oh, we got a game, folks.
Mullings with the deep 3, nothing but bottom.
95-91. Crowd into it. Latif, big shot. No good. Mullings. Davis. Davis says, let's relax. 3:30. Swings it, Mullings. Davis. Oh, that's deep. Oh, good rebound. Taylor Williams. Up and in.
Mullings with 1 shot, Davis with another. Taylor Williams finishes up the garbage.
2-point game. That'll get Brooks off the bench.
A little surprised we didn't see Ryan Brooks a little earlier.
Well, he's got 4.
But with this run happening,
if he commits a foul, he's out. And so he's in a dangerous position, checking back into this ball game. So Reggie Williams, clearly bothered by something, he checks out. So that puts Autry Dawkins back in the game. And again, in that opening half, it was Reggie Williams, who's one of the more consistent options for Vaughan offensively, as this crowd
is back into it.
And Latif makes the free throw, banging their feet. You see Wazir Latif.
After that third quarter, 22-point deficit earlier in the third. Did you expect us to be in a position where the crowd is energized? 3-point lead only by Vaughan.
This is OSBA basketball at its finest.
Anything can happen.
Latif, yes sir, knocks it down. So this is where you win ball games. It's winning time. 3 minutes on the clock, 4-point game. Mullings attacking, blocked by Gomes. Gomes losing the handle. It's nice and done to Brooks. Brooks, no good. Spinning. That was a shot early in the clock. There was no need for that. Nice job by Latif icing the screen. Over and back. So good job by Wazir Latif.
Wazir Latif forcing the turnover on the over and back by Malachi Davis, who was a little upset with the call, feels he should have been a fouled call.
Well, certainly either a foul or a deflection.
It seemed to me like there was a hand in between which
Absolutely.
might have stopped the dribble.
Absolutely.
I don't think he got a hand to the ball, so I think it's either got to be a foul or...
That's a good analysis, and I agree with that. Dawkins misses the three. Gomes, done.
A great pass.
Driving. Good kick. Gomes, floater, nice touch.
A great little finger roll, smooth finish by the rim. Nothing but
very
net.
good touch on the floater. 6-point Vaughan lead as we approach the century mark. And one! Not going away. Mullings.
But someone who is going away is
That's gonna be
Ryan
it for
Brooks.
Brooks.
He fouls out with 5. His night will be done. So what's Coach Gus going to do after his center, his leader, heads to the bench?
So that is it for Brooks. He fouls out. Not happy. Certainly not pleased. And here comes Caleb Attaway. 2:06 remaining. And
Caleb Attaway, one of the best defenders on this team, listed at 6'9", will bring some necessary rim protection down the stretch.
And so that Mullings hits. Callium Mullings. It is a one-possession ball game. Double comes. Vaughan with some inexperienced young guys on the floor. Latif, no good. Oh, how about Spencer Gomes? Mateo Spencer Gomes. He's been excellent. Oh, Dawkins, a foul, and that'll put Mullings at the line. So every foul becomes so critical at this juncture of the game.
And not only are they sending him to the line for 2 free throws, but they're stopping the clock as well, something that they would love to be milking at this point. And the person who did replace Ryan Brooks, Caleb Attaway, only 15 years old, listed at 6'9".
He's got some serious size. He's made massive strides from where he started a year ago when he joined this team as a 9th grader. He's getting some big minutes here.
Big minutes for the big man.
And this is in crunch time. Latif says, I'll do it myself. Pull up, 3. No good. Shot's been off here in the second half for Wazir Latif. Fuller for the tie. No good. Gomes. No good. Attaway in there. Latif will slow it down as we approach the 1-minute mark. Fans on their feet here at Central Tech. Latif. Gomes open 3. No.
Three-point game, 1 minute left in it. The crowd in it, the coaches in it, the players in it.
Under a minute to go. Mullings kicks. Goldburn, travel! That's a big call. He did. Drag that pivot foot.
Big call and the right call. Goldburn getting a little too excited. Wide open three. And he'll head to the bench.
Comes Malachi Davis. Done. Gomes.
They could work with a 2-for-1 right now.
No need, you're gonna milk it. If you make a shot here, Latif wants it. Big possession. Latif. Oh, great defense! Davis! Foul! Picks the pocket of Wazir Latif and then is fouled.
And what could have been the first turnover committed by Wazir Latif this game. Fast break. And he'll get 2 free throws at the line with a chance to make it a 1-point game.
Free throw no good. So still a 3-point game. 24 seconds on the clock. Shot clock will be turned off if Vaughan secures the possession. This is a big free throw. Davis. No good. Attaway!
The youngster.
Big board! Shot clock is off. Attaway. No good. He got it. He got it.
Attaway puts the game
Caleb Attaway. Fuller. Up and in. Timeout. So still a 1-possession game. Caleb Attaway.
The youngster.
Big time bucket for Vaughan.
The young man getting it done on both sides of the floor. Big rebound, big bucket. Vaughan leads 103-100 with 8.1 seconds remaining in this one.
Boy, oh boy, what a fourth quarter from the Central Tech Blues.
What a second half from both these teams.
Outstanding ball game. Tightly contested as we might have expected coming into this one. Two teams in an early season matchup that it's a litmus test for both of these sides. 103-100, the score in favor of Vaughan.
And truly two of the best teams in the province putting on a show today. It looked like it might have gotten out of hand towards the end of that third quarter, but Central Tech not gonna lie down. They pulled it back. Within a 3-point game, Vaughan will have the ball, leading by 3 with 8.1 seconds remaining. And could we have another dramatic finish? Almost as dramatic as the game-winning dunk from the defending champions yesterday.
Smart coaching by Gus Gymnopoulos. He'll advance the ball with the timeout, and you see the Vaughan supporter section on their feet, trying to rally and support this team, get them to that final buzzer, and to preserve this 3-point lead. So if Vaughan gets us in, you'll have Central Tech. They're going to look for a steal, or they're going to have to foul immediately.
It'll be done to trigger.
Near side, it is Gomes. Look for Latif. And that's who they go to. Nice job.
Nice job drawing up the play, getting it to your best free throw shooter, Wazir Latif, for a 1-and-1.
So these are two big free throws. Has the potential to ice the game.
Latif will not get the second if he misses the first.
Crowd making some noise. Got it. It was a 1-and-1, and he nails the first. Big free throw for Wazir Latif.
Huge free throw for Latif and this Vaughan school, making it a 2-possession game.
Gus Giannopoulos just wanted to check and confirm the foul count on Jamal Fuller. So Latif, second free throw. Rattles in and out. 4-point game. Down to 5, down to 4, 3. No good. Vaughan is going to win it. 104-100 on the road in a hostile environment. Vaughan Secondary School takes care of business. 104-100. They beat the Central Tech Blues.
Took care of business tonight. The heroes, Wazir Latif, icing it at the end of the game, making it a 4-point game. What a phenomenal showing. That's why we watch it. That's OSBA basketball for you.
Standing performance from Wazir Latif. Ryan Brooks fouling out, but a valiant second half comeback from the Central Tech Blues. An outstanding ball game here tonight in downtown Toronto. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us this week's OSBA Game of the Week on behalf of our entire crew here. And of course, my partner Ryan Siegel. I'm Daniele Franceschi. We'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful night, everybody.